Um, yeah, where do I begin? I'm going to begin with I'm sort of jealous today that I won't be joining you for the journey from the first day itself, but I'll make sure I'll join you somewhere in Delhi or in Ahmedabad. And well, currently I hold the office as Program Director for G20 Sherpa. So eventually what my job is over there to look after the movements of the presidency. We started really early, since the Honorable Prime Minister got the baton, got the gavel, brought it back to India. And he was really adamant and strong that this presidency has to be the strongest amongst all the previous presidencies, has to be inclusive, those were the key words, resilient, sustainable, all the declaration pointers have to have that. And if you get a chance, if you don't already have, you should read the declaration. And you will see those nuances everywhere, in every para which we created. Every negotiation which we hold our hearts close to, and you'll see women, development, empowerment, resilience are the key words over there, sustainable development, anything which you commit to has to be sustainable, and amongst others, you'll see a lot of innovation and youth which is involved throughout the documentation. I would say so we had the summit 9th of last month, and I would say we had to negotiate strongly in the last 300 hours up to the 10:30 morning meeting where all the prime ministers and presidents got together around the ballroom and started the negotiations. But the actual negotiations, the critical ones, started 300 hours. And like I assume that you'll be spending next 336 hours on a vehicle. So whatever journey we went through in the 300 hours, I think you're going to feel the same jolts and figure it out amongst yourself, how do we come to a consensus. G20 always works in a consensus, and even if one entity, be it an organization, be it a country, walks out, the para has been struck off. And I'm really happy, I'm really proud that all of them went through. We had a really ambitious declaration, the strongest ever so far. And I would want to see this go to Brazil as well, and will be as a country helping them throughout the process. That's G20, and eventually what India did differently this year was that usually when you have G20 summits, it's all diplomats and officials in a one closed ballroom declaration, trying to negotiate on different paras, trying to fight over there. But this time in India, we held more than 254 meetings across the country. Wherever we traveled with the people. We call this People's Presidency. We took the foreign diplomacy and the policy making to the last mile. We wanted to have the youth, the people, the old ones as well, to have those conversations on the street, at any tea shop or any place where we go to have that conversation. Okay, fine, they're discussing this. Is it legit? Is it really critical of our needs? And with this document itself, when we launched it, we were really careful to see that, okay, fine, how does the next generations and the next ones, year on year, take this forward and hold it strong? So that's why the years which are earmarked over there, 2030, 50, they are for you guys, right? And you're going to feel the jolt of that as well in your journey. Besides that, let me tell you about one small factor about my own journey. I'm a mechanical engineer. A typical mechanical engineer. I did my master's in mechatronics from Germany, and that's where my actual journey started, where I started learning by myself when I traveled alone throughout Europe while I was doing my master's in mechatronics. I held up my heart open and my mind to receive all different cultures when I traveled through. Not just cultures, those are jobs, people working, innovating together. I was a DJ back in Europe. I was a bartender. I worked as housekeeping in cruise ships to clean the rooms over there. But I was absorbing all the time the energy of all those different kind of people who were working on the grassroots levels over there. We were all respected. I did farming in Europe. I was plucking strawberries for 2 months. Got well paid as well, but again, that was an experience, right? So it's been like 8 years I've been doing that. since I moved back to India, the table switched, and I joined the government. I was actually sort of challenged by my current boss as well, that when I challenge you, rather than complaining, come this side, let's fix things. So I joined the government. I started working with Amitabh sir back in Niti Aayog, and trying to work with innovators and incubators. And after that, I moved to Ministry of Electronics. And when G20 presidency came through, I am working around diplomats. So I started as a mechanical engineer, and my journey is still moving on, working with diplomats. So I hope you guys find your individual journeys in the next 14 days, and just not yours, others as well, and take the message forward, because as I see, this is just the beginning of the growth of expanding the Jagriti Yatra internationally as well, right? So congratulations to all the team members, all the volunteers, and of course you guys, take your work around, enjoy, have a ball, and I'll see you soon at the journey. Yep.
Thank you, sir.